The show had lots of girls, girls, girls. Yes, I know they're called women, but for the sake of the song, lots of girls, girls, girls. From the opening part to the end of the show, lots of girls, girls, girls. In the ring and in the parking lot, they went all over the place. Summits, title shows, and feuds that are going somewhere. Girls, girls, girls. I'm Joe Renton with my review, WWE NXT with girls, girls. Okay, sorry. I had to do that right there. Provided that your ears aren't bleeding way too much, let's talk about this show. They're hyping up TakeOver Vengeance Day or NXT Vengeance Day or whatever, and I don't think they're going to sell out that arena in Charlotte. I think they'll be lucky to sell 5,000 tickets, but I will say this much. Now, I don't know. If they've sold more than 5,000 tickets, please let me know in the comments. I do not care to check because, honestly, at this point, while there are some good things in NXT and some things that actually weren't all that bad on this show, it's still a goddamn mess. You got Shawn Michaels booking with his good eye and then booking over here with the men and the rest of the stuff and trying to make everything all real and crazy and wild. So, there were lots of women on the show. I will say that much. That is one thing that NXT has mostly gotten right. Now, not every single episode, and not every single episode can have 4 women's matches and a women's main event. We did have Nikita getting attacked in the parking lot. More on that later. But, hey, at least they were giving them something to do, which is more than they did on Raw. A 3-hour show, by the way. This is a 2-hour show that had 4 women's matches, an attack in the parking lot, that dreaded NXT parking lot, and then also the Championship Summit. And on Raw, we got what? Sonya Bianca, bullshit with Alexa, and a cage match that got turned into an angle. Good job there. So, Waller, we see the Waller video via Instagram, and then we see NXT Anonymous, 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 and we see all that, and I'm not going to do the rest of the reference. They really were bound, determined to make this whole PC thing, this fight between Waller and Steiner, seem real, and came across as hokey. It came across as really hokey. I don't blame them for trying, but this didn't click for me at all. Booker's commentary is abysmal. You could have Vic Joseph in a white noise machine doing commentary, and it would accomplish the same thing as Booker T being there. And then Indy interrupts their pitch for the show, saying she's going to fist Tiffany's ass. I think I heard that right. Also, I just do want to say that, and this is something because it's out in the open, literally and figuratively. Andy's apparently dating, I don't know who the young lady's name is. I don't care. Happy for them. Cool. Rumor has it, as Adele once said, that in a group chat that some super diva may have outed Indy. If not true, I don't know who would have leaked that. If true, you got to get rid of that goddamn idiot. They do not need to be there anymore. What benefit does Quincy Elliott provide to the goddamn roster? Because they've already exposed themselves as a goddamn idiot multiple times in chats. And they aren't very good in the goddamn ring. They don't really provide anything beneficial. But nevertheless, happy for Indy. Terrible if she did get outed by some goddamn idiot. So there we go. So it is Indy Hartwell against Tiffany. Indy jumpstarts and one-ups Tiffany for a while, meaning she's going to have a lot of extra lives for when she falls in the pit, like in Super Mario 3. I need my own Karubo shoe. Moving on from that. Anybody that remembers that, I'm amazed. Tiffany, it's going to take time with her, but she's going to get there. She does have some good hops, and she's certainly a very good athlete. I don't know why she needed that much time off to change. None of my business. None of my business. That's all I'm going to say. If it was her choice to change how she looked, fine. If it was a company's choice, that's stupid. That's all I'm going to say. And that goes for anybody. I don't care who it is. She focused on Indy's arm, trying to take away the fist from behind because, Indy said she was going to fist Tiffany's ass. And we get a little bit of a flummox there later on, but these women are highly trained. We get a roll through, and then we get the triple jump moonsault, 1, 2, 3. No effort there. No effort. That was pretty goddamn good. That's a really good finish by Tiffany. She wins. Okay. Where's Indy going to go from here? Probably to the main roster? Though I really don't think anybody really cares about her and Dexter facing Miz and Maurice at any point. JC Jane, my goodness. She looks great. She always looks great. And she cuts a hell of a promo. It's very fired up, very energetic. Are her and Gigi done? No. No, they aren't. Anybody that bought into this, you have never seen wrestling. Then we cut to Gulak, Hank Walker, I think that's his name, a couple trainees with Diamond Mine. And this dissolved into Gulak getting upset at Julius Creed for tripping him in a training session. I don't really know what the point of that was. Speaking of points, Thea Hale's celebration. Thea Scrappy-Doo Hale, who has energy. I will give her that much credit. I hate this Chase University stuff. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. This is abysmal television. J.D. McTuna shows up to basically mock her for getting a plaque for her first win. We're doing participation awards now? He's not wrong. I hate to agree with J.D. McTuna in any year, but especially in the year of our Lord and Savior Kazuchika Okada in 2023. But this is bad television. And Andre Chase apparently was dressed in his wrestling best. I'm always... I'm dressed for a fight, says McTuna. You are dressed like a moron. And then J.D. McTuna took on Andre Chase. No, I will not. I will not. The Destroyer, by the way, means nothing. Means absolutely nothing. Dookie Nukie Hudson leaves because he comes up with an excuse later. And the Snap Saito 1, 2, 3. I think it's called Devil Inside. Devil Inside. Man, the ratings went to the Devil Inside. They crashed down into hell with the Devil Inside. I don't know why I'm pointing at the floor instead of the Devil Inside. Devil Inside was a terrible movie, by the way, in case you didn't see that. Kiana and Gia talking backstage. I've seen this movie before. Seriously, I mean, they're just conjuring up all kinds of imagery. Fallon Henley and Kiana James taking on Tatum Paxley and Ivy Nile. This is because Jensen, the son of Bull Buchanan, by the way, the fact that Bull Buchanan has a son old enough to wrestle further proves that we are just all aging out very, very rapidly. Anyway, they got him this match. It was supposed to be a one-time thing. Let me just say right now that there's a whole lot of very nice in this ring. Tatum's going to get there. Apparently her and Javier Bernal are dating. And good for them. Ivy Nile, I think, recently got married. Good for her. Everybody's dating everybody. There is something in the water in the PC. Kiana looks like she could lift the goddamn world. And Fallon Henley has a good look and has improved quite a bit. I mean, she was great as Tesha Price on those AEW Dark and Dark Elevation tapings. Can they get along? Match is alright. Kiana ends up helping Fallon get the victory with the Shining Wizard variation 1, 2, 3. Jensen then has her sack. He has her bag. He's carrying her bags. I had a joke here, and I don't remember what the hell it was. New Day are with Idris Enofe and Malik Blade. Possible title match later? Enofe and Blade are going to be in a three-way match to determine who will be the final team to participate in the Fatal 4-Way match at Vengeance Day. Overcomplicating shit. Stop doing that, Sean. Stop booking with your lazy eye. Schism's here. Great. Remember when Grizzled Hung Veterans were soon to be rectimized as a pretty good team, even if they were a little weird? The Schism stable is stupid. Nothing against the people involved. I just don't understand why the hell it's a thing. And Apollo's in the barbershop, for all the hair that he has. And then Hayes and Tricky Tiki Williams show up, and this is stagey and look, and I like these guys. I don't mind them trying to do something different, but this didn't work for me. 2 out of 3 falls match in Charlotte. Okay, that'll be good. Because ain't that like the match they had, I think it was to open up an NXT episode recently. Possibly in the last 2 weeks. I don't really remember because it all blends together. And then the Creeds took on Gulak and Hank Walker. The Creeds are going to be stars. Hank Walker didn't do too bad in this. Gets nice counters into an armbar. But then Brutus hits the wrecking ball. 1, 2, 3. This is after Charlie Dempsey distracts Gulak. Charlie Dempsey, by the way, Regal's son. They're having a feud. So anyway, The Creeds both cut promos. They praise Ivy for helping them stick together and for sticking by them. And then does Cher show up? Why is Jinder still here? What purpose does Jinder serve? I genuinely ask that question, not as anybody that hates him, but does he feel like he matters on television at all? No. They're going to have a match next week. Okay. Have Ivy pick up Jinder. She could. She probably could pick up 2 Jinders with how powerful she is. Gigi says she will deflower JC and Roxanne. Maybe that was... Never mind. She's gonna prove that she's the better of the 2. Wendy entrance. This is stupid. Anytime the Wendy Chu character is on television, it devalues anything on the program. I don't mean the wrestler, I mean the character. Tony D and Stax are in a restaurant. Big plans coming. What big plans? I don't know. There was a huge wine rack back there, which I think is what everybody decides to drink whenever Wendy Chu is on television. Speaking of which, Elektra Lopez won Valentina Farah's Ferocious Tiger. I don't know. She took on Wendy Chu. I like Elektra, but no. Stop with this Wendy Chu shit. It's stupid. If it entertains kids, get your kids to find shit entertaining that isn't shit. Parenting advice from somebody that doesn't even like to be in traffic for longer than 5 minutes. That's something I excel at. They made Booker dodge a body pillow. Former 10-time WCW Tag Team Champion. Former 6-time World Heavyweight Champion. Having to dodge a body pillow. Wrestling is stupid, and Shawn Michaels deserves to be sent to the gulag for this. That's going to be a new thing that I'm going to go with. So, Lopez did violently scissor Wendy from behind. That was an interesting visual. And then we get the Nux brought out. Valentina's trying to tell the referee, but inadvertently distracts and Nux shot. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of the Wendy Chu character and just let her be a fucking wrestler. And Elektra thanks her for that. So, the country folks are talking. Briggs, Jensen. Briggs, who isn't on Twitter for some reason, almost like, somebody spoke out against it. To learn more, Google Josh Briggs and speaking out. So, Jensen got Fallon and Kiana a tag title shot at Vengeance Day. Boy, them against New Day and... I kid. Against Katana and Chance, or Katana and Caden. That's what I meant. Elektra, turn to the dark side, Valentina. Yes. Be very weird if she talked like that. Mackenzie is talking to Stevie Turner. This whole influencer thing, what is this? What is this? Why? What is this? Who is this for? Waller shows up in half a robe to show, to basically call out Steiner. And is all confident, but he keeps looking. I hate that Waller is insufferably good at what he does, because he's an annoying douche waffle, but he is, again, insufferably good at what he does. People want Steiner to kill him, and I mean just maul him, like in 5 minutes, just destroy him, beat him up, spear him out of his boots like 5 times, and then beat him. The crowd comes out to separate Steiner and Waller, and then Steiner does a spot where he runs into a gimmick barricade and goes through it and is knocked out. Okay, that's probably the best thing they did with the guys all night. And then Gallus were playing pool. I defy anybody to tell me what the fuck Gallus is saying. Anybody, and I'm not even knocking. I've talked to plenty of people in the UK. I've watched plenty of UK horror movies, plenty of UK dramas. I can't understand a goddamn word they say. Caden and Katana took on St. Elmo's Fire for the AEW, the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. God help AEW if they get women's tag titles, since they can barely book their champions properly. And Sol Ruka joins the fray, because she's trying to save St. Elmo's Fire's life. That made grammatical sense. Sol Ruka, who wants to help out. She didn't help out because Katana ended up paying a 451-2-3. Sol Ruka is going to be a big star. And St. Elmo's Fire needs to be called up. Please call her up at some point. Please call people up during the Rumble. They don't have that many women announced for the Rumble as of this recording, so please do something. That's 4 women's matches. And then St. Tobo's Fire is upset, and Jesus Christ, Isla, good God. Have I mentioned recently how much I love women? Good God, Isla Dawn. Good grief. Isla Dawn on television. I mean, that's ratings right there. That just makes everybody happy. Seriously, look at her. I mean, look at her. How could you not look at her? She looks great. That was a great look. God damn. That distracted me. I actually had to pause the goddamn thing during the commercial and be like, all right, what the hell happened in that thing, and write it down. That's how distracting Isla is. And I mean that in a positive way. Fallon Henley and Kiana James accept the title match. That was another thing that happened because I was too distracted by Isla Dawn. Wes and Dijak are in a grainy warehouse doing interrogation cliches back and forth at each other, I think. That's for a match at Vengeance Day card rundown. And then Cora, she is upset at Rise of Lyra, and she is going to destroy her. She found one of her feathers in there. Apparently she's shedding them for the spring. I don't know what this is. And then we cut to the parking lot where Nikita Lyons is hurt. Hurt for real? Hurt for fake? I don't really care because Nikita has not improved one goddamn bit. I was blinded by the fact that she has more curves than a goddamn European highway, but let's be perfectly honest, she's not very good in the ring. And if she has another knee injury, if she does, I don't know if she actually does, maybe it's time to lose a little bit. Imagine maybe you're not carrying so much. That's for anybody. Because the human body can only take so much shit. Anyway, Dookie Nukie was talking to Andre Chase and Thea Hale and said, hey, I went and talked to Shawn Michaels. I wanted us to be in the, the tag invitational thing. Well, I had to talk to New Day. What did New Day say? Then he kind of beat around the bush. We're in. So it's Schism, New Day, and... No, it's Schism, Dookie Nukie, Andre Chase, and... Inoue and Blade. Please put Inoue and Blade in that. Don't put the Schism in that. Please don't put the Schism in that. They're going to put the Schism in that, aren't they? They put Chase University in there. You might as well just write that match off. Championship Summit. Booker moderates. Makes no sense as a tradition with Booker T these days. Roxanne Perez is a great talent. She's fiery. She's got a great look. She is wise beyond her years as far as stuff she can do. She's just a natural at it. She cannot fucking talk to save her goddamn life. JC and Gigi snipe at each other. Looked like they were really going to get catty with each other. Not that I would have wanted this to go blue is the warmest color, but I digress. God, I hope no wrestlers watch my stuff because God help me. But they all get upset, and then they turn and they beat up Roxanne and put her through a table. It was a ruse! Shocking. Yeah, anyway, there we go. That's it for that. So, Vengeance Day happening. Happening next weekend. I gotta say this, a lot of the show flew by and it was nice for the women to be featured, even if I had to put up with the Wendy fucking Chu thing and a bunch of other bullshit. But that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ricklin. I'll see you soon.